What is happening, Nexus crew? Get ready to rev up your excitement because the news cycle is absolutely exploding, and we've got the hottest updates that you absolutely cannot afford to miss. From stunning new hardware to game-changing patches and even a surprising digital freebie, the gaming world is spinning faster than ever. We're diving deep into everything you need to know to stay ahead of the curve. So buckle up, because you're about to get the rundown on the must-know stories that are making waves right now. First up, prepare for some serious aesthetic envy as we reveal the official pre-order details and pricing for Sony's breathtaking Ghost of Yōtei PS5 bundles. These aren't just consoles, they're works of art, and we've got the scoop on how you can snag one. But that's not all. We're also talking about a highly anticipated remake that's hitting the digital shelves. And while it promises a visual feast, there are some crucial performance details you need to be aware of. Stick around, because this is your essential briefing. Next, we've got a situation brewing in the PlayStation Store that's got everyone talking. A massive cock-up that's letting players snag a full PS5 game for absolutely free. We'll tell you how it happened, and if you can still get in on the action before it's fixed. And finally, we're diving into the nitty-gritty of a beloved classic's return, exploring its release details, pricing, and what makes this modern reimagining a must-play. Don't touch that dial, and make sure you're subscribed and have that notification bell on because you don't want to miss a single second of this. We'll be right back with all the details. Sony's Ghost of Yōtei PS5 bundles, pre-order details and pricing revealed. Prepare your wallets, PlayStation fans, because Sony has finally pulled back the curtain on the highly anticipated Ghost of Yōtei Limited Edition PS5 console bundles. And the news is as stunning as the hardware itself. Pre-orders are set to drop on September 4th at 10 a.m. local time, giving you a definitive window to secure these gorgeous pieces of gaming art. However, as is often the case with premium, limited edition releases, the price tag is looking a little punchy, with both console bundles coming in at a cool $599.99. This isn't just about playing the game. It's about owning a collector's item that pays homage to the rich aesthetic of Ghost of Yōtei. The collection boasts two distinct color variations, a striking gold edition and a sleek black edition. The gold limited edition PS5 console bundle draws its inspiration from the Japanese art form of kintsugi, a practice that celebrates the beauty of repair by mending broken ceramics with lacquer and gold. This philosophy is beautifully translated onto the console, featuring a custom design inspired by the map of Izo, reflecting a sense of history and artistry. This edition is slated for a global release, making it accessible to fans worldwide. Complementing the gold edition is the black limited edition PS5 console bundle, which will be exclusively available through PlayStation Direct. This design takes cues from sumie, the traditional Japanese art of ink wash painting, utilizing a monochromatic palette that exudes sophistication. The console itself features the same intricate map of Izo design, offering a darker, more understated aesthetic that will undoubtedly appeal to many. Both of these limited edition bundles include the disc drive-equipped PS5 console with their respective custom designs, a matching DualSense wireless controller that mirrors the console's aesthetic, and a digital copy of the Ghost of Yōtei Standard Edition. Crucially, the digital copy comes with pre-order bonuses, including a unique in-game mask for the character Atsu and a set of 7 PSN avatars featuring concept art of Atsu and the members of the Yōtei 6. These extras add an extra layer of value for those eager to dive into the game from day one. For those who already have a PS5 console but want to add a touch of Yōtei flair, Sony is also releasing limited edition console covers for the PS5 Slim and PS5 Pro models, available directly from PlayStation Direct and select online retailers in limited quantities in other regions. Furthermore, the custom DualSense controllers will be available for standalone purchase, allowing even more fans to get their hands on this stylish accessory. The pricing for these individual components, while not explicitly stated in this announcement, will be a key factor for many looking to upgrade their existing setup without committing to a full console bundle. The community reaction to these bundles has been a mix of awe at the design and a slight hesitation due to the premium price point. Many are debating whether the aesthetic enhancements and the included game justify the $599.99 cost, especially when compared to standard PS5 offerings. Nevertheless, the demand is expected to be high, given the popularity of the Ghost of Yōtei franchise and the unique artistic direction of these hardware releases. But before you rush to pre-order, hold onto your controllers, because the performance of another highly anticipated title is causing quite a stir. We're talking about Metal Gear Solid Delta, and the details might just surprise you. Metal Gear Solid Delta patch announced, but performance concerns remain unaddressed. Konami has officially acknowledged a series of issues plaguing the recently released Metal Gear Solid Delta. Snake Eater, promising an upcoming patch to address them. However, the announcement has left many fans on social media frustrated, as it conspicuously omits any mention of the game's widely reported performance problems, particularly on the PlayStation 5 and its more powerful Pro variant. This lack of commitment to fixing core performance issues has cast a shadow over the remake of a beloved classic. The most significant performance criticisms have been leveled at the PS5 version, which suffers from notably low resolutions and an unstable frame rate in various in-game locations. The situation is even more pronounced on the PS5 Pro, where the absence of dedicated graphics options means players are essentially stuck with a shaky dynamic resolution and inconsistent frame rates. Sony's own PSSR upscaler is being employed to try and mitigate these issues, but the results have been described as questionable at best, failing to deliver a consistently smooth visual experience. While Konami's statement confirms that a patch is in the works, the focus appears to be narrowly concentrated on specific crashing issues and other gameplay-related bugs. The statement vaguely concludes, "We are actively investigating the cause of the above issues, but it will take a little longer to implement the fixes." This lack of specificity regarding performance improvements has fueled speculation and disappointment among players who were hoping for a polished experience, especially considering the game's premium price point. Adding to the concerns is the fact that Metal Gear Solid Delta was developed by Virtuos, a third-party company that also handled the recent remaster of The Elder Scrolls IV, Oblivion. That particular remaster faced similar criticisms regarding performance issues, and it reportedly took Virtuos over a month to implement improvements, with the game still struggling to run smoothly even after the updates. This history has understandably lowered expectations for a swift resolution to Delta's performance woes. The community response has been vocal, with many players expressing their disappointment and vowing to wait for patches or significant price drops before purchasing. Comments on social media and gaming forums highlight a growing trend of games releasing in unfinished states, forcing players to act as unpaid testers. The sentiment is that at £70 a pop, games should be polished on release, and the need to research performance before buying is a worrying sign for the industry. Some players have noted that while performance isn't ideal, the game itself is a great remake, praising the visual fidelity and the overall experience when ignoring the technical hiccups. Others have decided to hold off entirely, opting to tackle their existing backlogs until Metal Gear Solid Delta is in a more stable state. The reliance on modders and workarounds on PC is also frequently mentioned as a testament to the game's rough edges. While one highly anticipated remake is facing performance critiques, another digital storefront is experiencing a rather different kind of buzz. We're talking about a significant pricing error that's making a PS5 game available for free, and you might still be able to grab it. Massive PS Store glitch offers free PS5 game to European players. A significant and ongoing error in the PlayStation Store has allowed users in Europe to claim the open-world racer CarX Street for free, a situation that has persisted for over 24 hours without resolution. This digital blunder, initially spotted yesterday, has seen the game, which normally retails for a considerable sum, showing as 100% off for PS Plus members. While Sony has yet to officially comment or confirm whether access will be revoked, many players have successfully downloaded and begun playing the title, sparking a mix of excitement and cautious optimism. The open-world racer CarX Street has garnered a respectable 4.26 rating on the PlayStation Store, based on nearly 2,500 reviews, indicating a solid level of player engagement prior to this incident. The game is described as a sandbox racer with a strong emphasis on realistic physics and detailed car customization. Its official description highlights the ability to conquer mountain slopes, vast highways, and bustling city streets, along with building the car of your dreams with fine-tuning that reveals the full potential of CarX technology copyright physics. Players can engage in thrilling single or multiplayer races, enjoying dynamic controls and immersive gameplay. This pricing error is particularly noteworthy given that the game is listed as free for PS Plus Essential subscribers until September 10th. While the exact cause of the glitch remains unknown, it's clearly a mistake on Sony's part, leading to widespread speculation about whether the company will honor these purchases or attempt to reclaim the game from users' libraries. Some users have reported that while the game was initially listed as free on the PS app, switching to the web browser version of the store sometimes showed a discounted price, suggesting a staggered rollout or a persistent issue across different platforms. The community's reaction has been varied. Many European players have rushed to claim the free title, viewing it as a lucky break and a chance to experience a game they might not have otherwise purchased, especially given the reported $29.99 price tag in regions like the US. Others have expressed skepticism, anticipating that Sony might revoke access or that the game itself might not be worth the effort, even when free. Comments often reference the desire to play games like Forza or Gran Turismo 7 instead, suggesting that CarX Street might be a niche offering. However, some players who have tried CarX Street have found it to be a decent experience, particularly for a free download. They note that the game features graphics settings, quality and performance, and, surprisingly, full steering wheel support, which is a significant plus for racing simulation enthusiasts. Others have described it as bland or a very poor man's NFS payback heat, indicating that the gameplay experience is subjective and may not appeal to everyone. There's also a sense of ethical consideration among some, with comments like, "I don't like to steal even if it is made easy," acknowledging that the free availability is unintentional. Despite the uncertainty, the prevailing advice among those who have benefited from the glitch is to download and try the game while the opportunity lasts. The consensus is that even if access is eventually revoked, having had the chance to play it for free is a net positive. The situation also highlights how a significant pricing error can generate substantial buzz and awareness for a game, even if the long-term implications for Sony and the developer are yet to be seen. Now that we've covered a freebie and some performance issues, let's shift gears to a title that's finally hitting its stride with a full release. We're diving into the details of Metal Gear Solid Delta, Snake Eater's launch, including its pricing and what makes this remake so special. Metal Gear Solid Delta. Snake Eater lands on PS5, Xbox, and PC with multiple editions. The wait is officially over for fans eager to experience a modern reimagining of a legendary stealth action classic. Metal Gear Solid Delta. Snake Eater has launched across PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, and PC, bringing the groundbreaking 2004 title into the current generation with a host of visual and gameplay enhancements. This remake not only revives a pivotal chapter in the Metal Gear saga, but also reintroduces players to the intricate storytelling and unique survival mechanics that defined its original release. The game's arrival marks 2 decades since Hideo Kojima's original masterpiece, which was lauded for its daring narrative, pushing the boundaries of stealth gameplay, and introducing players to the complex origins of Solid Snake. The decision to rebuild Snake Eater from the ground up using Unreal Engine 5 was a bold one, and the results are immediately apparent. The dense jungle environments are brought to life with dynamic lighting and shadows, while Snake's physical condition is reflected in real time, with injuries appearing on his body and requiring player intervention. Enemy AI has also been significantly upgraded, with guards now reacting more acutely to environmental cues like snapping twigs, blood trails, and the rustling of long grass, adding a new layer of tension and consequence to every action. Konami has offered the game in several editions to cater to different player preferences. The standard edition provides the core game experience, with PC pricing being slightly more economical than the console versions. For those seeking additional content, the Tactical Edition is available physically for PS5 and Xbox. This edition includes a code that unlocks the Sneaking DLC pack, along with Snake's stylish white tuxedo uniform, adding cosmetic flair to the gameplay. The Digital Deluxe Edition further enhances the offering by bundling the game with the same bonus content and granting players early access, allowing them to begin playing up to 48 hours before the official launch. It's worth noting that this early access is exclusive to the digital version, as physical copies adhere strictly to the scheduled release date. Players diving into the game should be prepared for substantial download sizes, with preloads on PC reaching around 76 GB and expanding to nearly 100 GB upon installation. Console versions are in a similar ballpark, so ensuring ample storage space is crucial before embarking on Snake's mission. For those who opted for the Digital Deluxe Edition, the experience may have already begun on August 26th, 2 days ahead of the general release. Beyond the graphical overhaul, the remake introduces several quality-of-life improvements that streamline the gameplay experience. Camera options allow players to choose between the classic, fixed perspective of the original or a more modern, over-the-shoulder viewpoint, enhancing immersion and control. The once fiddly menus of the 2004 release have been refined, enabling real-time adjustments to camouflage, healing, and inventory management without interrupting the flow of gameplay. Combat and stealth mechanics have also been reanimated, offering more physical and fluid interactions with enemies, from takedowns and interrogations to seamless disarms. The sound design plays a crucial role in immersing players in the environment, with every rustle of leaves and distant animal call meticulously layered into the audio landscape. Even the iconic boss fights have been subtly tweaked for smoother pacing and improved enemy behavior, while retaining their original spirit. A particularly noteworthy addition is the reimagined Guy Savage minigame, now a stylish action sequence developed by Platinum Games, adding a touch of the series' signature eccentric charm. Ultimately, Metal Gear Solid Delta. Snake Eater aims to be the definitive version of a game that already set a high bar. It preserves the original's blend of espionage, survival, and surreal humor, while leveraging modern technology to emphasize its core themes of loyalty, betrayal, and the harsh realities of survival. The question of whether a game so deeply rooted in its time could translate to a new era has been answered with a resounding yes, with Snake's timeless story now presented with unparalleled visual fidelity and refined gameplay. That wraps up our deep dives into today's biggest stories. But before you go, let's hit you with a quick recap of everything we covered. Stay tuned for the lightning round of news highlights and our full call to action. All right, everyone, that's a wrap on another action-packed news update. We saw stunning new PS5 bundles for Ghost of Yōtei with some eye-watering prices. Metal Gear Solid Delta is patching up issues, but not performance. A PS Store glitch gave away a free game in Europe, and the highly anticipated Metal Gear Solid Delta has officially launched with multiple editions. Don't forget to hit that like button if you found this info valuable. Subscribe to PS5 Nexus for all your gaming news needs. Ring that notification bell so you never miss an update, and let us know in the comments which of these stories has you most hyped. You can also follow us on all our social channels for even more gaming content. We'll see you in the next one.